Minichi loves Pokemon, so I bought the combo sword and shield pack. Whoa, you bought both? Dude, I I was thinking of getting one, and how do you decide which one to get? Like I've never played a Pokemon game, so I don't really understand like why there's two different ones. Except that like one of them, or like they each have like certain Pokemon that are only catchable on certain ones. Oh, that's cool. And then you can trade them, right? You can trade the Pokemons that you get. Not obviously sword. I was thinking sword because I like swords. If that's reason enough, I guess. Kazuichi told me to go to the supermarket at 2:30 p.m. But what did he mean when he told me to conserve my energy? I guess I shouldn't wander too far right now. Okay, so I get to go hang out with a couple people? And you say shield. Okay. Why do you say shield? Originally picked up sword, but I returned it and got the combo pack. Okay. So originally you were going to get the sword one. Let's see. Okay. There we go. We flush the poop and keep everything clean. That's how we do. Like you think that the Master Chief real name is the Chief and not John. His name is John Marston, right? I'm waiting to see what you say. John Marston. I want to hang out with... You know what? Just because we're so close to finishing, I think we should hang out with Peko. If we can find her. What? Nani? Kazuichi told me to conserve my energy. I guess I shouldn't wander off. But there's no one to talk to here. I want to talk to Peko. Thinking of getting Pokemon Sword. Okay. And in Shield, the main legendary is like a lion, where its mane is the shape of a shield. And obviously, I like lions and lionesses, so shield for the win. Well then, what? Well then, what's the sword one? Because this. Oh, and I'm gonna be honest too. The sword one, the wolf or whatever on it looks like it's holding a sword, of course, in its mouth, like Sif from Dark Souls. So, you know, it's pretty awesome. You know, I'm conserving my energy by just taking a jog. That's literally what you just posted. Oh my gosh. Let's try purchasing something. Ah, man. Yeah, mine. Nope. Apparently it is not 2:30. Yeah, but what's your playstyle, defensive or aggressive? What? What does that even mean? I've never played Pokemon, so that's why that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. John 117, not John Marston. John Marston is the main character in the first Red Dead Redemption. No, I think you're wrong. Oh, I tried going here already and they weren't here. Oops. Silly me. My plan is to get both sword and shield, but I'm getting sword first and getting shield after finishing sword. Okay. Are they the same game though? They're the same game, right? Shield Legendary has higher defense stats. The Sword Legendary has mightier attack stats. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that Pokemon's all had different stats and stuff. Oh my gosh, the poop. Real. I just feel too ashamed to admit it, is what I'm assuming that you wanted to say. The only problem with Sword and Shield for me is I don't like any of the starter Pokemon. Their final evolutions just look too weird to me. But isn't that kind of the way things are in Pokemon? Is like the stranger they look, like the better. Oh, let's talk to Princess here.
Well?
Speaking of Japanese detective dramas, we weren't even speaking about that. I'm a huge fan of Bark at the Sun.
Also.
However, Police Western Division is also wonderful. I get chills whenever the Demon Force appears. What should I do? Oh no, I don't want to hang out with her. I don't want to hang out with her. Did I complete the Outer Worlds? No. I couldn't complete it because my computer does not run it well, and I don't want my experience to be ruined. Yeah, so we played it for a couple streams, and then I put it on the back burner. We'll get to it whenever I can upgrade my computer. I like what I've played of it. I may play it on my own, though. Just because it runs better if I'm not streaming. And then just eventually, at some point, maybe play it on stream, but I don't know. John Marston is from Red Dead 1. I thought my younger brother said something about that a few days ago. Are you sure? But did you like it, though? Yeah, it was, I didn't really, like, I've only played, like, maybe 3 hours of the story. 3 or 4 hours. So I haven't really gotten too deep. To be honest, a lot of the game felt generic. But what I really like is the side quests that I've done. I really enjoyed. The voice acting is, like, top notch. And I really like the world. But the way you move, the like, it feels kind of generic. Outside of everything having to do with characterization and everything else just feels generic. And I think that will be addressed with Outer Worlds too. But again, I've only played the game like 4 hours, so it could absolutely open up big time and be more than just like a really good story and dialogue. Not always. There were some cool Pokemon in previous generations, but this one, for instance, the Fire Starter Pokemon is a Fire Bunny that evolves into a taller Fire Bunny soccer player. And its signature move is kicking a flaming soccer ball at the target. It's kind of dumb to me, at least. I think it sounds awesome. 16 times the detail? What does that mean? Oh, that's cool. Wow, so that's like a quarter of the time. Good for you. All right, then. Take care. It was good to see you, man. Get some rest and keep up with your running. I hope you hit your goals really soon, bud. Take care. I'm sorry that I've been coughing and stuff in everyone's ears. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get someone murdered, so we can be like, okay. It's extremely quiet. Are the spirits of the earth afraid of something? What should I do? I don't want to hang out with Gundam. Why can I not find anyone I want to hang out with? Fallout 3 has 200 endings? What was Papa Todd smoking when he said that? It also just works, yes. I'm really hopeful for whatever they come out with next, but They're really hard to take seriously. Now, I'm pretty sure they've taken the top spot away from EA as being like the worst company as far as gaming goes. Why won't they let me go anywhere else? Oh, why can't I go over here? No, they won't let me. Well, what the heck? Do I only have those few people to hang out with? Yep. You've seen the news thing with the private... Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like... I feel like Bethesda's doing it on purpose. like they know exactly what it is that they're doing, and they're trying to like end their business. Dang it. All right, we're gonna have to talk to people that we really don't want to talk to. That's all that's gonna have to happen. Who's hanging out in here? Oh, and Reaper. Also, by the way, I've still been playing Fallout 1 whenever I have time. I've actually beaten the part with obtaining the water chip. Maybe he has something up his sleeve. I don't know. I think he's a really smart guy, but I feel like just the company Bethesda is now is much more concerned about making money than they are about making a quality product that will still make them money. Okay, they're not letting me go in there. This is... But let's go in the toilet. Or not. We hope that Elder Scrolls 6 is good. We'll see. They're taking forever to make it, so it's not a it's not due to time constraints. That's for sure. Skyrim came out in 2011, so it's been at this point 8 years since the last proper Elder Scrolls game. And don't forget that they do have a game in development called Starfield. So there's that as well. All right, let's hang out with this girl. No, I don't want to. Hajime, which side are you on? Are you Team Taka or Team Yuji? I don't even know what that means. Spend time listening to Sonia talk about detective dramas. I probably don't deserve it, but it looks like Sonia and Guy grew a little closer. Would you like to give her a present? Yes! What is the grossest thing that I have? Do I have poop? Potato chips. What that? Nope. That's for Chiaki. Here, antique doll. It's not gross, but I think that she'd like it. Thank you for your time. I shall gladly receive this. No problem. I must say, this island is truly a wonderful place.
Tight.
She's like, look at my muscles that I don't have. Excuse me. You really hope that Doom Eternal is good? I think it'll be exactly what you're expecting, which is more Doom. It is a little concerning to me that they pushed it out. You see that? It got pushed back like, what, like 3 or 4 months. It's a little strange. It makes me wonder, like, you better not be planning on putting a BR or something in that. We'll see, though. The weather is calm and the sea is blue. Truly a perfect resort setting. Might be true, but...
Oh my!
Oh, did I say something strange? No, I was just thinking that you're strangely calm right now. Sonia, are you really not worried about our current situation? Of course I'm worried. I am also angry. Jesus, it's not something to joke about. Who's joking? However, what happens next depends on us. As long as we do not kill anyone, this will all be fine. That's the right attitude, but besides, I've come here to learn about your country. I would understand if this were my homeland, but in this case, this land is foreign to me.
Well?
I do not intend to kill anyone, and I do not intend to be killed easily either. The way she said that sounded a little dangerous. If this were my homeland, so would this be okay in your country? Anyway, let us forget about killings and cooperate with one another so we can reach our home quickly. If you have any good ideas, feel free to let me know. I shall also do my best to think of something too. Yeah, you're right. When I speak to Sonia, I somehow feel really positive and optimistic. Really? Such an honor. Raise your head, there's no need to worry. She's saying it sounds odd, but she certainly looks the part, typical of a princess, I guess. It reminds me, what was the name of your country? As I recall, the country's name was... I think it was the Novoselic Kingdom, and the only reason why I think it's that is because of Krist Novoselic, who was the bassist for Nirvana. It was! Wow. The issue is that they weren't even planning on it. They were making enough money with ESO, so they've only decided to make ES6 because fans were giving them hell. Yep. Agreed. So I'm worried about it not having the heart that Skyrim did. Well, they've still had a long time to make it. And that game, honestly, what is it? It's 2019 now? The earliest we will get that game is 2022. That's what I'm saying. 2022 is the earliest that we will see that game. Do you know I still play Fallout 76? Oh, you do? Wow. Do you play on PC or Xbox? Use a new engine. I'm tired of the old engine. That thing is outdated and needs to be updated yesterday. Well, see, the problem is that that's what they keep doing. Is that every new game that they make, it's just a new iteration of that engine. That's the problem. Yeah, I think that they had an interview with Todd Howard, and I think he said, no, we're still using an iteration of that engine. So I don't think they made a new one. But Starfield has been pushed out so much that I wonder if, because of all the fans being upset, that maybe they did start to develop something new. It sounds as though you finally remember. It's not a country I've ever heard of. Yes, that is understandable. It's often overlooked by cartographers. Our Novoselic Kingdom is an extremely small country and governed by an absolute monarchy. Though the population is smaller, our economy is thriving, so we are not in dire straits at all. For generations, the royal family has protected the kingdom and its people from neighboring countries. Thanks to that, the people still have complete trust toward the royal family.
Well?
And also, wine and chocolate is one of our country's hidden specialties. See, it really does sound like a kingdom. So, since you're the princess of that kingdom, does that mean you live in a castle or something?
Yes.
Of course, here are my muscles. The royal family has been living in the royal castle for over 1,000 years. Though it may be old and small, the castle is truly a wonderful historic building.
Of course.
Of course, it's easy to get lost in our subterranean labyrinth, and our barracks are fully equipped as well. Castles really do have those. Anyway, is it alright if I ask you something as well? If I can answer it, it's fine. Who did you have your heart set on initially, and who did you intend to switch to later? Huh? This situation is truly similar to the story of 7 men and women. I believe it is a standard tactic to start wavering and swapping partners. Hold on, what are you talking about? Do you really have no idea? It is Japan's legendary drama.
Well?
It starts off really upbeat, but then it gets really serious. I'd never expected that to happen. I was all like, seriously? What is going to happen? I just could not take my eyes off the screen. Is this basically, she's like, I wonder if this game is based off of that book, if that is an actual real book. Momoko's feelings at the time were, my goodness, so intense. I continued to listen to Sonia extensively talk about Japanese dramas. At least now, I totally understand that she's a major J-drama fangirl. I almost called her a flan girl. After politely excusing myself from my long conversation with Sonia, I left the area. Oh, wow. Well, that's good. You got to skip all that. Looks like it's almost time to meet up with Kazuchi. He told me to come to the supermarket. What's he thinking all of a sudden? Keeping it a secret from the others. I don't want to think about it, but if he's plotting to... No, there's no way someone as carefree as him would do something like that. What, you think we're gonna get murdered? Oh, it's well past the average time, and there's no sign of Kazuchi. And now you have to wait a month and a half for the other 3. Oh gosh. At least you should have more free time for something else. Alright, Shadow. Take care, my man. I'm still just waiting for someone to get murdered. Take care and thank you, man. I will try and get better this weekend. I'm really hoping. Kind of done with this. And I've only had it for a week. My wife's been sick for like 3 weeks. My kids have been sick for a couple weeks. Went from my wife to my kids to me. And all of a sudden, the anxiety I had been keeping inside me began to swell up like a balloon until... Yo! Wow! Whoa! Hey! What the heck? He's got a lot of emotions all happening at once.